Sorry, no. Okay, guess it's time to start the show, I suppose. Oh my god. Hey everybody. Well, all fucking but 7 of you. Welcome, everyone. Made it. See, look, I'm getting back on track, and that's the important thing, is to get back on track. Even if that track leads you to ruin, you always want to make sure you get there, or back there, as soon as possible. Otherwise, you hope...
Start the ass kissing with you.
Skull Maggot is hosted with a viewer. What fun. Thank you, Ami. So, to start things off, tonight I'm just going to be actually chilling, for the most part, with Edindro, who's waiting very patiently in the, waiting room. So, I suppose at this point I'll just drag his ass in here. Let's see if he figures out how to unmute himself in reasonable time. Still nothing. 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 Loads of nothing. Still quiet. Loads of just abject nothing. It's fine though. Oh, welcome YouTube audience. You have doubled in size from 1 to 2. Yes, all of the tracks are falling apart. And there's little...
I thought I had to wait. You always make me wait.
Yeah, oh no, I'm not abiding by any of my own rules anymore, you must see, so No, I just
Hooray.
figured I'd start off, and we can also, if I get to the news shit, we can go over it together. How have you been, Ed?
How have you been, buddy? I'm good. You okay?
I endure.
Hmm.
Trying not to smoke quite as much.
Aha. It seems to be rubbing off on people.
What are you quitting?
I'm done. I've been doing it for, let me see, what's today's date? 3 weeks.
When you
now
say
I've
you're
done it.
done, what do you mean?
I'm vaping like you.
Aha,
But
yes. So
exclusively. I haven't had a cigarette in 3 weeks. To me, that's good.
I was legitimately giving thought. I went to the when I got this vape next door. They have what's called the wellness store. Initially, I thought it was going to be a weed dispensary, and I was super excited. Then I found out it's just like a CBD and kratom shop.
That's not the same at all.
Not at
CBD
all.
leaves out all the good stuff.
Exactly, and
I heard it's even good for you, which is
I know.
trash.
It almost makes you wonder why you should bother. But then I saw they had these CBD hemp cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
Now I had this theory: if I started vaping and I lowered the nicotine bit by bit to where I was used to getting less of it and less of it, and then when the withdrawal started kicking in, I was going to start adding CBD oil in to take that edge off. See?
Right.
Yeah. Well, then, I mentioned that to the girl who was working at the shop, and she's like, "Oh, well, my boyfriend, he quit smoking." I'm like, "How much do you smoke?" She's like, 2 packs a day. I'm like, "Hey, that's what I do." And she's like, "Yeah, he actually started just picking up these packs of CBD hemp cigarettes, and was smoking them, and then said after I think it was after about 4 or 5 months, she said he was pretty much off of nicotine. He'd hit one of these little vape pens to get the fix, and then the rest of the time it was just smoking these things to feel normal. And I've been thinking that might be a good natural alternative to the 12-step method of not smoking anymore.
Sure. I did this completely by accident, and I'm weirded out by it because I've tried to quit via vaping so many fucking times, and it never worked out. It was never the same.
It always makes it worse, in my opinion.
It seems to, but this time around, fucking Dankula asked about the Juul, and I was like, I've never tried those things. I only tried the
the big mods.
Stormtrooper,
fucking
lightsabers,
robot dicks, just sucking on that robot dick and puffing out a fucking cumulus cloud of mild
which
elite.
in no way simulates the habit that I've had for decades. So these things actually just worked. I don't know. They just worked. They're not as annoying either.
One thing I did notice it was dangerous because I had one of those robot dick vapes myself, and I was I loved that thing. And I actually got off of cigarettes to the point where I would really only smoke if it was if I'm doing heavy drinking around people. And I'd be like, 2 whiskeys and give me a cigarette. I want a cigarette. And then then you smoke it, and the next day you're like, why is there fluid in my lungs? But
I have passed the drink test though, so I'm golden. That was when I knew there was no reason for me to go back.
The only real trick I noticed though is that vapes get you so used to a regular flow of nicotine, whereas a cigarette, you go and have your cigarette and you get your fix. Yeah.
That's true.
Vapes, this is what I noticed after, because I had that mod, and the mod died. And I'm like, well, I definitely need my nicotine fix, so I'll get another mod, and then until then, I'll just go get a pack of smokes. I'm sure it won't be that bad. I went from a pack to a half pack to a pack a day when I got onto the vape. And then when the vape died, I was up to a pack and a half and then 2 packs a day.
I mean, it's probably not good to do both anyway. It should be all or nothing.
Yeah. But Jesus Christ, I mean, I'm wow, I can't get enough nicotine. I really just can't stuff enough of this shit in my veins right now. What do I do?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to decrease, but to be honest, I'm fine with nicotine as long as I don't have any temptation to go back to cigarettes. And at this point, I just don't. But yeah,
nicotine's a wonderful drug. Honestly, outside of its addictive qualities, it's no, I shit you not. It's a synaptic stimulant, which is why there's that cliche of when a writer writes, they just chain smoke. I notice when I get into writing and I have to think constantly. I'm like, I need a cigarette to figure this out. And it's like,
I mean, yeah, anything I do, if I'm writing up a script or if I'm just working, day to day, it helps.
hmm,
But then again, I don't think I've been without nicotine for at least a decade for any meaningful period of time.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it is kind of a part of me now.
Well,
So
I think the worst part with smoking is like because life is constantly full of stress, you can always find stress to point to, which is why you smoke. Like, no, I'm gonna quit. It's
well,
just,
yeah.
man, I'm so stressed out with all this shit. You see, like my wife's pregnant again. I think it's mine. I'm not sure, but so she's knocked up. The tax man's coming around telling me I owe him some money, and the phone got shut off. So I'm just gonna smoke until I get all that sorted out, and then after that, I promise I'm gonna quit.
Yeah.
Are you though?
Yeah.
Are you really?
The one time I don't make any promises or have any hope for quitting, it's the most successful run I've had, and I just don't see a fucking end to it. So I'm feeling pretty positive about it. If I pass the drinking test, like I can pass every other test as well.
I think the worst for me had to be the coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee. Well, actually, I mean, naturally, drinking is the worst test. But like, I noticed like when I no longer needed a cigarette with a coffee, like, hey,
Yeah.
this might
That's it.
actually work.
Driving, eating,
Driving,
all
eating,
those things.
speaking to other people,
breathing,
being in public,
Yeah.
being in private,
existing in any
yeah.
space
Tra-
at any time.
traveling, or perhaps being in one spot. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, that's.
Understood.
See, I think the cigarette companies really fucked up in that their original marketing should have been like, no matter what you do, it's time for a cigarette. Because that's what your brain ends up thinking anyway. If I was sold,
That's true.
yeah, if I was sold that, they'd be like, Camel Blues for when anything happens. And you're like, you're right.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Marlboro Red. Fuck you. You can't quit.
Marlboro, hey, what you doing? It's time for a Marlboro Red. And it's like, that is the marketing campaign would have been perfect because it would have been, you just constantly be like, it's like they know me. Wow.
Camel. Yeah, you need this. That should be a slogan. You need this.
Camel Wides because you haven't had enough cigarette today, son.
Fuck you. You need this.
yeah, great fucking wonder to addiction. I love it because like we look down on and shit on every other kind of addict except caffeine addicts and
Food.
smokers. Oh no!
Well, actually,
listen,
we
fat
started
people.
changing
Listen,
the food people.
yeah, well, yeah, but also like listen. This is where like the fat acceptance people fucked up. Is they kept saying like this is just my body and I'm sexy. All of this is sexy here. And they should have just been like, it's an addiction. And everyone would have been like, either like, you're a scumbag, give it, like get a backbone. Or they'd have been like, oh, you poor thing. Let me send you to a South Florida resort where they can feed
They
you
would have
nothing.
ultimately have been appealing to the same crowd, though.
Actually,
all of the same people who are on board with fat addiction would buy into the, or not fat addiction, but fat shaming and all of that. They would buy into the addiction bit, and then all of the same people who don't buy into the fat acceptance stuff, they would still not buy into the addiction shit. So really, they couldn't win no matter what.
Well, I can't help but think to
What
myself,
they should have said was, just fuck you, I'll do what I want.
Yeah,
Eat my shit.
I can't help but think though, like how awesome would it have been to be on the ground floor of that rehab industry where it's like, hi, I bought a multi-million-dollar South Florida beachfront condo that I'm gonna let a number of you live in while we rehab you from your your food addiction. You will eat nothing but parfait and salads and run up and down the beach like a bunch of Navy SEALs until I'm satisfied. And then
I want to kill myself just hearing you say that.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I did that. Well, I mean, this is the thing. I did this whole like mini documentary like last year on how like the addiction recovery industry is just this like hack. You know, it's a hack job fucking industry where they're like, we know you're gonna rehab. We know you're gonna relapse, and so for 40 grand a month, you can come right back to our resort where you can get facials and back massages with hot stones, and be taught effectively nothing about coping with your crippling addiction. We'll see you again in the fall. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I'm like thinking like, damn, I should have opened up I should have opened up a food addict rehab or a sex addict rehab. I'd be like, all right, you just can't.
People often try to get me with the "it's gonna kill you" thing, no matter all of the horrible things that I do to myself. But I mean, it never occurs to anybody that I might not give a shit.
Yeah, it's one of those.
That's what I always thought. It was just like, I know, like I've known this forever. It hasn't been a compelling enough argument to stop me from doing all of these things for the past 30 years. Well, not 30, because I would have been 7. The food stuff, 30. But like,
that habit's gonna kill you, right? And you're like, yeah, and so might the rest of them, which is why I started a pool on Reddit.
I say your fucking habit of being nosy as shit might get you killed a lot earlier than me. Get out of my fucking face.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, you know what other habits might get you killed? Serving your country. Are you going to talk shit about those addicts? Those patriotism addicts? Huh?
Patriotism addicts? Yeah.
That's right. God damn. Fucking thinking you could just tell a soldier, like, listen, adrenaline junkie, can't have for you. Yeah, it's bad for you. Basically,
war is bad for you.
Exactly. Your addiction to marching in lines and wearing a uniform. That's enough to get you killed, son. And I'm not just talking about your job at Tchotchkes there.
If you're all about healthy options, mind your own fucking business. You're just trying to buy some cigarettes.
Yeah. Actually, you know what you need to do? Next time someone tries that, just ask them, be like, tell me, what's the last good meal you ate?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, I ain't. It's like, well, no, listen, like that steak dinner. That's different than a cigarette. No, it's not different than a cigarette.
It's carbs.
Or, yeah,
sugar,
it's actually
fat, salt.
Yeah, you just seal clap. You just seal clap it and be like, you're right. That is different than a cigarette. In that, I didn't fuck with you over that meal, did I? Cunt. Get back to Orange Julius. Your break's almost over.
Smoke a few cigarettes, you'll calm down.
Yeah, listen, there's a reason, like, the best thing about cigarettes is that you get a break in the service industry every 10 to 15 minutes.
These cigarettes that I am smoking just saved your life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that right now. You should be thankful for cigarettes.
Yeah, you just hold it up and be like, listen, I'm smoking this so that your kids don't have to. That's right, because they'll be gone by the time I'm done with them. How are they going to know any better? It's a good time. Yeah, see, I'm glad. I think this is my new thing about this show is I'm here to solve problems.
Oh, really? This is an advice show now?
Yeah, no, it's not an advice show. It's more like
everybody asks Nick for relationship advice.
No, we're not doing advice. We're just coming up with solutions to the world's problems. For instance, youth smoking.
Oh no, we can't steal that. We can't steal that bit.
Who has that bit?
The biggest problem in the universe. We can't steal that bit. It's already been done. Dick Masterson and Maddox had a show called
for fuck's sake! Oh, God, now I just feel dirty. I feel like I feel like I've been sexually... I independently came to that idea and found out that Maddox and Dick Masterson had the same idea. Now I feel like I want to pull my brain out through my fucking ear with a corkscrew just to make sure I'm just gonna come back. I'll give myself a lobotomy. Come back. My entire background will be nothing but Funko Pops and comic books, and then
it's all over.
Is that it? Somebody also got that idea too. Can you do anything without a brain these days? I know. You know what? I'll just play. I'll just play Fall Guys. It'll be fine.
Trust me, I'm friends with a lot of people who make a lot of money doing things without a brain. It's very cool. Very cool.
Doing things.
I should work more.
I should try harder just to prove the theory that it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in fairness, your YouTube channel is definitely a testament to the notion that the harder you try, the less it'll work out.
That's very flattering, but I don't try nearly as hard as you think I do.
Oh no, no, that's what I mean is you don't try, and I mean,
See,
you're doing slightly better than me per capita.
no, I'm not. What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything.
Why not? Huh? What are you, lazy fuck?
Oh, I got ideas. I'm just not going to announce anything yet. But I'm gonna.
You know, the only
Well,
thing.
I'll announce it. Fuck it. I'm gonna go back to the dog. I think the dog is pulling me back in.
It's the big change. It's like I'm gonna do what I did a few months back, like about 4 videos ago.
Yeah. The only difference is they're gonna be shorter. I think if I make them shorter, I might enjoy myself more, and maybe I can do more.
So, yeah,
But
it's like I'm just gonna do shorter videos at slightly less regular frequency, because I think maybe that'll make more content that people value.
I
Less
don't
effort.
like Fall Guys, Kimmy. I don't like Fall Guys. Sorry, Kimmy says, please play Fall Guys.
Oh, I shouldn't. I mean, I like how you assumed that's directed at you.
Well, no, I don't care that it was directed at you. I'm asserting my opinion. You invited me on the show. This is what I do. I don't give a fuck who you're talking to. I'm the one that's going to answer. And the answer is no, Kimmy.
Yeah, you gotta.
Nick's answer is also no because he's a loyal friend.
Also, I have to
Right?
also I have to finish and apparently, according to you, be very let down by Death Stranding.
No, I don't suck, Kimmy. Fall Guys sucks. Now, did you see me play Among Us? Because I rock at that shit. Sometimes I fuck up. Among Us is really fun, and Pummel Party's pretty fun too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to Death Stranding and be like, hey everybody, who wants to join?
Why did you pick that game? Why did you pick that game if you're gonna play a game?
It's because I wanted to play it. Like, I don't pick games based.
But it's such a bad game to stream.
I like it. I mean, when I stream it, it's when I stream on my own, Twitch. It's whatever game I'm playing, whatever game I feel like playing. I really don't. I don't. If there's one thing I've learned over the last couple of years, it's like I should not expect anything from the internet. Yeah. And so I want to play Death Stranding. I'm gonna play Death Stranding. Fuck it. I'll play.
It's not like when that game came out, plenty of people were streaming it, and I'm sure if I Google it if I search it on Twitch, that plenty of people are playing it. But it's a game that you sit around.
It's
and
a grind. It's like it's the weirdest kind of grinder I've ever played, honestly. Because you're not grinding to accumulate resources for yourself. You're not really trying to when you level up, it's sort of a thing that just happens because you manage to succeed somehow. It's very payoff light. I'll say that
it's a game. It's a game for old people, I think. Honestly, because we appreciate that kind of stuff. I feel more than any 17-year-old boy is going to appreciate that. Flight Simulator, I got into that. I enjoy that on some level. I made a stream called the most boring stream I can think of, and it's just me flying from New York to Toronto.
Yeah.
About an hour and a half.
Just doing a commercial flight. Doing a little commercial flight here.
Yeah.
Gonna haul these.
It was. I think I was in a private jet, but still, and I realized it was too boring, so I just played Long Potion Monster Man Castle person. That guy.
I gotta be honest. Ever since, here's the weird thing. Dankula showed him to me, and then I asked, and I was trying to think of what it reminded.
You showed him to me through Dankula, and then I watched the Dankula video.
Well, I tried thinking, I'm like, what does this remind me of in terms of weird internet trolly shit? And then I realized, I'm like, this is almost like the predecessor to Daniel from Second Life. And I asked Dank, I'm like, have you heard of Daniel from Second Life? And he's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like,
oh, you didn't hear of him.
He's never seen him. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a Mad Lad mini if ever I could contribute to him making more money,
That would be one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be one.
But
that shit's funny.
I've got since I found that though, honestly, it's been a shit month, as I don't need to reiterate, but it's been funny because when I get up in the day, I'll get up, I'll make my coffee, maybe some eggs or something, and then I'll just sit there and I'll just play Longmont just to bring my mood up. just
Yeah.
it's just and it never fails too. It's like even the classic one. It's
Yeah.
like, why did you call my son Josh? I didn't. No, put Josh on the phone.
I can see that being helpful.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. Makes
I
it.
did find you know what's a great game to stream. I learned, at least for me, is Red Dead Redemption. Just don't play too many of the missions.
Oh no, I streamed loads of that, and it was mostly just me fucking around. Like I'd find like some weirdo preacher and be like, "You sir need to be hog-tied and thrown in the river."
Yeah, man, you should watch one of my last one. I really I enjoyed going back. I need to cut it up. I think I'm going to do a highlight because that shit got dark real quick. It brings out a part of me that nobody should see.
You know what? I think one of the best games I ever streamed, which I enjoyed streaming and people enjoyed watching, had to be Kingdom Come Deliverance. And
Really?
it was because like when you start out, right, you're useless. You can't do anything. Like you suck at everything. And so I got to a point where like the first time I managed to kill 3 baddies at once, and I looted them, and I'm like, I'm gonna sell all this and be rich, because my horse had run off. And I was just like, oh fuck, I gotta walk through this gorgeous meadow while the sun creeps over the valley. Like, and it's a gorgeous game, but I had to like slow trudge across. So I'm just like, it was like fucking like 10 minutes worth of walking across, like just down, like through this meadow so I could get to town to sell this shit off. And I just started singing to Henry about what a failure he was and how good it was that his parents died in the first act so they wouldn't have to see how awful everything, including walking, was. And yeah, it was a whole song that I sung. And everyone's like, "Why do you need to sing more songs?" And I'm like, "Yes." And that's how one night when I got drunk, I became the rapper known as Lil Sniffles. And
oh no.
yeah, I agreed to put an EP out, and then I also drunkenly at that same time I convinced Commenticate to have Crib Def have a rap battle with Lil Sniffles, which he said, "Yes, I think Mr. Def would be open to a gentleman's rap tussle." So, yeah. Well, then, like 2 days later, I sobered up, and everyone's reminding me that I agreed to do this. I'm like, why did I agree to do that? Well, I guess I
I have to rediscover that energy in the bottom of a whiskey bottle.
Guess I got no choice about that now. So,
yeah, I'm enjoying the game streams. You know, nobody shows up because everybody on YouTube is a disloyal piece of shit.
oh, not everyone. Well, actually, in the chat over on Twitch, there, TLX1. That's my buddy Ben. I met him out at the Kilroy. You remember the Kilroy where all the cucks got together?
Oh no, I totally forgot. It's not like you mention it every fucking time I'm on the
No,
stream.
he sent me this really dope chainmail coif, like one of the headdress pieces. And and so like I did a couple streams where I had to figure out how to fit these headphones. Like, can I tune these headphones up so I can hear them through the chainmail, or do I put them under the chainmail and make the chainmail look funny?
You need earbuds. You need earbuds for that.
Yeah. Did a few Kingdom Come streams. Did a couple Kingdoms Come streams in that chainmail. And the funny thing about
bunch of cum streams.
Bunch of cum streams, just cum streams all over the place. I made a porno in this chainmail. It's like, hey y'all, hey you Dark Souls fans, you ever want to see anybody rolling, busting it? Here's where to do it.
There's a girl who plays Dark Souls. I've been watching her on Twitch. She's fucking really good.
Is it because of Dark Souls? Is it because of girl?
Both. Literally, it's two things I like at the same time. It's wonderful.
It's like both of them are just filled with perpetual miserable failure, and so
but I mean, not for her. She's fucking great. It's crazy the shit I watched her do. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, how many times?
Yeah, that's
can you play this game over and over again before you're that fucking good?
So is it one of those things like you watch it and you're like, oh, that's how you do that?
Yeah, dude. It's like a lesson. It's like a tutorial video. You know, learning how to play an instrument.
Well, Kimmy's sitting here. She's like, "I'm gonna stream games for extra cash." Kimmy, like, I've been telling, I've been telling you for a while. You could literally, you could stream just about anything, and you just sit there and talk to the chat with that cute accent of yours, and they'll just be like, "Hey, I have extra money. What a surprise! Here it is."
Do a webcam.
Yeah, Yeah, just sit there and sit
You
there
don't even
and
have to show your face. Just put it on your tits, and it'll work.
yeah.
Everything will work out.
Actually, yeah, you could just wear a big jumper too, and they wouldn't care. They'd be like, "Hey, that looks curvy
That's
like a
true. You
woman.
don't. Yeah.
That looks curvy
Yeah.
like a woman. Is she playing Fall Guys? This is great."
Kimmy, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't exploit men. Like, use what you got, make that money. Every woman should be doing all of these things. Every woman should have an OnlyFans. Every woman should be a FinDom. Every woman should
Listen,
be streaming on Twitch. It's fucking unbelievable. You will always find an audience no matter what you do.
and thus we end up enjoying Ed becoming the best feminist of 2020.
Well, I am. I was always been the best feminist.
Listen, girl, go and get yours, girl. Go get that. Go get it, huh? Get
I'm
it.
hyper sex positive, man. I'm super sex positive. Love it. Love sluts. Fucking love sluts. They're great. They're
Yeah.
good for the economy as well.
Yeah, now and you're not even a turf either, because she looks like a girl, but she's got a surprise
Exactly.
waiting for you. You're not gonna
Nope.
complain.
Oh, fuck turfs. Fuck anybody who tries to tell people how to live their lives.
Exactly, and also Ed here. Ed is
Also, don't smoke.
yeah, just don't smoke. Then you're gross. Then no one will ever want you, ever,
You'll
ever,
never
ever.
be loved. You'll never be loved. Dude, the nicotine stains not being on your fingers, that's fucking wild.
By the way, everybody in the chat, don't you forget there too. You can tip me out for fucking being brave enough to continue doing this show, despite the fact that I don't want to do it. Kimmy, you don't smoke. Shut the fuck up. You're making me want a cigarette. This vape's not doing it all of a sudden.
What do you mean you don't want to do it?
What? Smoke
You
a
don't want
cigarette?
to do it? You don't want to do the show?
Oh no, on a daily, well, like right now, it's like I enjoy doing my show, but it's one of those things like I was
Bring
like,
Ed in, so it won't be so
well, I'll bring.
miserable for you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Aw,
it's only
what a great
slightly more miserable this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Torture yourself.
No, it just gives it makes one feel like they're alive, and then convinces them that they're not, but then reminds them, haha, just kidding. Yes, you are. But
Of course, I'm anti-turf. Why would I be pro-turf? Nobody knows anything about me. It's so fucking crazy.
oh, is this?
Not even the people who've watched me for years. Those people don't know anything about me.
Yeah. Well, no, I
But I
mean,
don't care about my audience.
well, no,
They don't know shit.
that's because you want to maintain that air of mystery about you. You want to make sure.
Yeah, I do kind of get off on that.
Yeah, it's like everybody, it's like nobody
But
knows me.
but
Ha.
the information about me is readily available. One only has to ask the right question, or
Yeah.
the right situation has to come up where I'll just jaw about it. But yeah, I'm very different from what most people think I am. Seems
Do you
people
ac-
I don't directly associate with on a regular basis.
Now, do you actually want to fight Kimmy? Because I think she wants to fight you.
I don't want to fight Kimmy, but I do like the idea of physical contact, so I'm in. Especially right now, quarantine's been lonely, boy.
Well, let's do this. In the Discord there, I've got a live stream going. Go ahead and look at this. We're gonna look at some news here.
All right, I am gonna run and grab beer if you give me like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, there, partner.
I don't know how much that is, but
How's that grab you?
I assume from.
All right. Give me. It'll take just a
He's
second. Right, be right back.
He's stealing bits as bad as I am from that too. What's going on up here? How's that grab you, partner? Listen, Charlie, true or false? Like, who is the host of this show, me or you? I love it because downstairs right now people are just actually power sanding a miniature picnic table.
Just had to grab beer. Can't do this show sober, you know.
No, yeah, that'd be horrible. No, who would want that?
Terrible.
So
Terrible. Defeat the whole purpose.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, well, you're right. Let's assume there was a purpose, and we don't want it to be defeated. That'd be horrible.
Right. What are you doing? What are we looking at?
Well, so on the last show, I pointed out how Qantas Airlines was selling tickets to nowhere, where they were literally just.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, now they're selling off stocked bar carts from the retired 747s.
What's wrong with if we can go back to that real quick, because I haven't talked about it anywhere yet. Tickets to nowhere. That's just like a cruise. It's not a big deal, right?
Well, cruises are dumb too.
It's a good way to fly during quarantine.
Yeah,
If you
why?
like flying.
Yeah, if you like flying. Who likes
Some people
flying?
do. I don't know,
Why?
whatever.
Yeah,
People who buy
yeah,
flight
you have to
simulators.
exactly. Yeah, you're like who loves cramming on to a jet with a bunch of strangers, and then
I reckon the capacity was pretty regulated, right?
well, no, that was the thing is like they sold
Mm.
out their first flight to nowhere in 10 minutes.
But
Ticket.
first, everybody who has to get on this flight has to stay in a room for 14 days, isolated from the rest of the world. Right?
I fucking hope so, but you know that's not the case.
In a room that they have created.
Well, no, the thing is, it
They
wasn't.
just put
No,
Bell
no,
in the
no.
airport.
Actually, they wouldn't need to because it's not international. Literally, the plane just took off, flew around a little bit of the country, and then landed. And yeah.
I don't see what's wrong with that. I think it's fine.
Oh, I just think it's goofy as fuck. But apparently,
Yeah, but like you said, cruises,
well, here's the thing: is
there's
Australia
more to do on cruises. Cruises have casinos and pools and
viruses.
bars
Yeah,
and viruses.
yeah.
Sure.
Well, this is September 24th. Australian airline Qantas, which has recently retired its fleet of Boeing 747s. You know, the ones with crash, I guess. Anyway, is giving aviation fans the chance to bring a piece of the airline home by selling 1,000 fully stocked bar carts. Yeah. Airlines said the carts, which were removed from the planes before they were flown to California for their retirement, because, that's where you stick used bits of fucking machinery, I guess. Like, just send it to Cali. They'll stick it in the desert there. Are stocked with goods including champagne, Australian wines, Tim Tam cookies, pajamas, and Qantas first-class Sheraton throw pillows.
Okay.
Yeah, the carts are being sold for $685 each, which, by the way, if any of you want to, just go to Streamlabs, give me $700. I'll buy one of
Get one of
these.
those.
I'll buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're probably already sold out.
probably. Or 169,000 Qantas points, which who doesn't have those lying around? The airline 747 was in service for nearly 50 years before being retired 6 months earlier than the planned due date of the COVID-19 pandemic, which means that it was they were preemies in the premature retirement. Much like I don't know, the sheriffs out in California. Oh, what are you doing, Nick? Stop it. It's terrible. There's been a huge demand for Qantas 747 memorabilia, and frequent flyers have expressed a keen interest to convert the bespoken in-flight trolley into everything from a lampstand to storage units. They come fully stocked with some of Qantas's most popular onboard service items, and will hopefully inspire some high-flying fun at home, said Phil Capps, Qantas executive manager of product services. I have doubts. Do you think there are people who are like, I love Qantas Airlines so much?
There's a company out there they could sell the plane parts to, that make furniture out of airplane parts. It's weird. You ever seen that?
No, but I'd like to make airplane out of furniture parts, now that you mention it.
You could if you bought into this line.
Exactly. Damn it, I didn't get in at the bottom. I didn't get in at the ground level. I'll never be a good investor now.
Yeah, so like there's this big ass fucking engine chair. Here. Fuck.
Wait, just send it Discord. It's easier.
Boom. That little article there. It's fucking cool, honestly.
Oh.
I'd have no.
Oh my god, that's the ultimate fucking that's the ultimate Men in Black chair.
Yeah.
Look at this thing, people. Look at what they did. Look at what they did. Look at that man. He's a full-size man. He's not a dwarf or anything. He's a full-size man.
Oh, it was on Shark Tank or Dragon's Den, one of those.
And he's sitting in the
Dragon's Den.
sitting in the biggest hairdryer anyone's ever seen.
You could fucking sleep in that.
You could
It's
fuck in
more of a
that.
couch. You could fuck in that.
I
for
want to
sure.
fuck in that actually. I want I fucked in I fucked in an engine one time.
Yeah.
Like the entire hoonigan crowd is just like, wait, how?
I think it's relatively affordable too, but I'm sure there's limited stock on this. But I'm gonna find their website, see how much it costs. I think it's like let's say.
Was this Fallon Furniture apparently?
Oh yeah, you're there.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
Let's see. Let's buy some fucking furniture. That'll make this for a very
This
interesting
is what, like, listen, I mean, honestly, guys, you know, fuck the kill stream. I'm about to buy some furniture here. All right, let's get some chairs going on. Oh, the bow and cowling chair. Oh, see more. I want to see all of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, inquire. You have to inquire.
You have to have a really big ass house. No, you have to. Yeah, that's true. You have to. Yeah,
I want
because I mean, how many engine? Like, it's an actual airplane engine.
Oh, I'm gonna inquire. My name is Sebastian Crowley. My email.
You need an aviation related name.
Sebastian Crowley Esquire. I fly at gmail.com. Which product? Oh, I want the Airbus fuselage clock. Wait, which one is this? The crawling chair, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep, and I want that. Give me the info. My name is Sebastian. I'm a lawyer. You know, I'm serious. Because the Esquire.
Because of the Esquire.
You know I'm a real...
Probably have the opposite response.
Join our mailing list. Hold on a second. Wait, hang on.
Just use the...
No, hang on.
You have an email for the...
No, I have an idea. I just want to make sure I get it right, you know? I don't want to fuck it up.
It's got to be sturdy to fit 2 people in it. It's a fucking plane engine. I think it's good, Mickey. I think you can handle...
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I've only had 1 or 2 plane engines go out on me, and neither one was because a fat person was sitting on it. Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. Email address is info@prageru.com. My name is Sebastian S.
It's not fucking paper mache.
My name is Sebastian Esquire. There we go. I want to get all of the shit through email, please. Like, load info@prageru. Yeah.
Here's the Dragon's Den episode. I'm putting it in the chat.
There we go.
That's where I saw it at.
It's like, yeah. It's like that's where you saw it at. It's like, that's what got me excited about this whole thing.
Yeah, because if you start watching the Dragon's Den, you watch everything on YouTube that is the Dragon's Den. It's one of those super addicting shows like Hell's Kitchen.
Well, would you buy one of those? Would you buy an airline drink cart for like almost $700?
Well, if I were wealthy, maybe. I could see myself buying something like that.
Well, hey, you want to find something? Here's something interesting. My city of Manchester has among the slowest internet speeds in the country.
That explains a lot.
It explains the failure of the show in general and my channel and all that. It's like, I thought it was just content, but no, it's the internet speed. These people...
Yeah, let's blame that.
They've been killing us. In fact, let me see. Like, oh, hey, like, this guy... I don't know who the fuck... What... This is what New Hampshire websites look like, though. It's like put together on Angel Fire. It's like, I'm not surprised. Yeah, Comcast gonna charge us $120 a month without giving us options, and then say, like, thank you for being a valued and thank you for being a sustained customer of Comcast.
Oh,
it's
man.
Like,
I worked for Comcast way back when I was a wee lad, and I can tell you, they don't give a fuck about you.
That's the weirdest thing about it, too. It's like, they well, they're the only provider here, right?
Yeah.
And so every time I call up to complain about something, like, hey, why did you raise my bill and not tell me? They're like, thank you for being thank you for being a continued customer at Comcast.
Yeah.
Like,
Thank
I
you
don't-
for being an involuntary customer of Comcast.
I don't have a fucking choice. What are you talking about? Like, I'm glad you're glad that I'm not glad about you being glad, but listen, this is too much meta level. Can we take my bill down a bit? I'll come down there and give somebody a handy. How about that? Yeah, what are you up to? You got a lunch break coming up? I'll come down. If you can cut my bill in half, I'll come down there. I'll give you your own personal ranch dressing. All right? How about that? Like, I'm not ashamed. Yeah, because I'm not a homophobe. Also, I'm broke, and I need the internet. How about that?
Fuck yeah.
How am I supposed to vote by mail without the internet? My point. My point being. Well, listen, though. Our fucking internet, our overpriced internet is not the only story that comes out of New Hampshire here. We got this one, too. So, Jaffrey, this is a lovely, quiet little town just by the Vermont border where a woman forced to cut off lover's head. Now, I love the fact that they put, like, the woman was forced to do that.
Forced.
I'm wondering how this happened. Let's check it out.
By who?
After he...
Third party.
Oh, no, apparently after he murdered his wife's lover, Armando Baron ordered Brittany Barron to cut the head off of Jonathan Armelo and bury it at a remote campsite in the North Woods, according to police. Now,
See, that's the kind of shit I get up to in Red Dead. That's how bad I get.
this is a goddamn love story right here. I don't know why you keep getting in the middle of it here. Now, both Armando Baron, 30, and Brittany Barron, 31, are facing charges for their respective roles in Amarat's killing. Armando Baron was arrested and charged Thursday with assaulting Brittany Barron in connection with the murder investigation, according to an affidavit. Armando Baron allegedly discovered that Brittany Barron was having an affair with Amaro, 25. Ooh, she was robbing that cradle from Keene, and then used her cell phone on Saturday to lure him to Annette Wayside Park in Ringe. Brittany Barron told police that her husband initially savagely beat her after discovering the affair. He looks like such a gentleman, though, when you look at that photo. Like, how can you not go for a guy with an undershaved, slick back hair, a fucking, like, Al-Qaeda beard, and say, you know what? He's going to take care of me and my babies. Is what he's going to do.
Well, they're not showing us what she looks like. Which
Oh, I can only imagine.
So they're charging her.
Well, hang on. At one point during the assault, he put a loaded pistol in her mouth. At Annette Wayside Park, Armando Baron violently assaulted Amaro and tried to force his wife to shoot him. God damn, this is a savage motherfucker. Even putting the gun in her hands and wrapping his hands over hers, according to the police affidavit.
Is a mad lad?
I should really... Wow, yeah. After Barron tried and failed to get Brittany to step on Amaro's neck, he forced her to cut her lover's wrists, according to Sloper. Barron then shot Amaro 3 times. The couple drove to... Oh, there she is. Yep. That's Brittany right there.
You didn't have the balls to watch him bleed out?
That's Brittany right there.
And she's being charged?
Yeah. Welcome to New Hampshire. Yeah,
I'm feeling really feministy right now.
The couple drove up to Errol Campground with Brittany Barron being forced to drive Amaro's Subaru, of course it's Subaru because they're fucking keen, up into the woods. There she was forced to cut off Amaro's head with a saw and bury it in the woods. Amaro's body was wrapped in a tarp and buried near a brook, and his car was covered with a tarp, according to Sloper's affidavit. Amaro failed to show up for work on Monday, and his mother reported him missing to Keene police. Police contacted Teleflex Medical in Jaffrey, where he worked, and then learned he did not call out, but his coworker, Brittany Barron, was all out of work. Teleflex employees told police Brittany Barron called to say that she would not be at work and was likely quitting her job. Employees also told police they believed Brittany and Amaro were in a relationship. Police contacted Barron and told detectives that he was despondent over the breakup of his marriage. He told detectives he last saw his wife Saturday night when he dropped her off at the side of the road in Temple so that she could go camping with friends. He then drove to Errol in Coos County and a 3.5-hour drive and then returned home. So he even admitted he went to the place where they did all this chopping and shit and then fucked off. Genius criminal. Anderson writes that police used cell phone signal data to locate Barron. Her phone was last connected at a cell phone and tower in Errol, and New Hampshire Fish and Game conservation officers found her at a campsite in the woods in Atkinson and Gilmanton. Police say Barron was alone at the campsite and armed. Near her was a large object covered in tarp with sticks and branches. "I'm in big trouble," she reportedly told the officers. The conservation officers report seen blood run out of the bound tarp covering Amaralt's headless body. Barron told police that she burned Amaralt's belongings and wiped down the car and was waiting for her husband to return. He was heading up to the campsite with their 9-year-old daughter and dirt and concrete, according to Sloper's affidavit. He was stopped and arrested at Coos County, though the affidavit is not exact, stating that he was arrested in the State Police Troop F jurisdiction. Anderson's report indicates that the police found Armando Barron's car left in a Jaffrey parking lot, and that there were visible red and brown stains inside. The couple are set to be arraigned Friday, with Armando Barron in Cheshire Superior Court and Brittany Barron in Coos Superior Court. Armando Barron is charged with capital murder for allegedly shooting Amaro while engaged in the commission of a kidnapping, according to the statement. Brittany Barron is charged with 3 counts of falsifying physical evidence in conjunction with Amaro's murder for altering, destroying, concealing, or removing the items of physical evidence when she's believed to be an investigation was pending.
Can you imagine? Like this girl will never be normal.
Look at her face. Look at her face.
Her entire life is over.
Listen.
And now she has to deal with the worst part, which is the fucking legal system in America. She has to go through that.
Look at this lady's face and tell me this wasn't all very much, her own design, right?
Her fault. Yeah, totally her fault.
Listen, she just fucked up her mascara a little bit. That's no reason to believe that she didn't have anything to do with this, okay?
Shouldn't have been cheating.
Exactly. What were you wearing, Brittany? What were you wearing?
Order in the court. Why'd you cheat on your husband?
Yeah, exactly. Why didn't you cut that head off faster? Huh?
Oh my god, poor fucking girl.
Welcome to New Hampshire.
You say that as your internet is fucking up too.
No, well, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's because like Manchester's got the slowest internet. That's so we can't report all of these like headless horsemen that are running around out in the western part of the county there.
All those evil women falsifying evidence.
Well, it's evil though. Can you imagine getting caught with a recycled condom?
Is that sorry? Factory caught washing week. Oh, thank God I don't use those things.
Yep. Factory in Vietnam has been busted for washing and recycling thousands of used condoms and selling them to unsuspecting customers. It's okay. It's Vietnam. Last time
that changed the whole story for me. Yeah,
it changed the whole story for me. We haven't been sending guys over there in ages. Police.
Not our business, really.
Well, here's what I love. Here's what I love, though. They're washing and recycling thousands of used condoms, but I love how this sentence starts. Police swooped on an apartment an apartment. So it's just like one apartment. It's the whole thing. It's like a meth lab, except it's designed exclusively for washing out and repackaging used condoms. And also, here's a really sad thing. Can you imagine being in Vietnam and you get, you smash your girlfriend out with a condom. Condom's on, doesn't break. It caught your gelatin. And then you find out she's pregnant anyway, and then she like pops out this kid, and it's like, how are you going to say that doesn't look like you?
I'm having a really hard time imagining being in Vietnam or wearing a condom. So,
it's like,
can't really get past that bit.
If I'm going to Vietnam, it's to not wear condoms, goddamn.
I'm not doing it here. I'm going to Vietnam, so none of this stuff is relevant to me. Next story.
Yeah, they found over 300 unlabeled and unpackaged condoms. The owner of the illicit facility, Pham Thi Than Ngoc, I guess, said she'd washed them and dried them before remolding them on wooden dildos. So
she washed them, though.
At least she washed them. I mean, it'd be unsanitary otherwise. I don't know that I could be okay with that.
Good for your skin. She probably figured that out, though.
Exactly. Just wringing those bitches out and be like, I also sell face.
Have a baby.
I also sell face wash. Get you pregnant on your face.
Oh no. Let's move on. Fuck this.
Well,
This shit.
Evil Knievel's son is suing Disney over
Oh, come on.
yeah. Yeah, Evil
What's his
his son's name? Well, his son is 60 and his name is what is his name?
Goody Canooty? I don't know.
Yeah, Duke Kaboomy. I don't know. Kelly Knievel. This is why he's doing it. He's like, well, he named me Kelly, and that's almost as bad as a boy named Sue.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready to ride motorcycles, so I want to sue over Duke Kaboom.
Do you think it was meant to be pronounced Knievel? It was definitely meant to be pronounced Neville, right? Or something like that.
Evil Neville.
Knievel's not a real name, right?
Evil Neville?
Well, you know.
I'll be honest, I'm
He
not
changed it for the rhyme. That's my theory.
Probably, yeah. I mean, remember Super Dave Osborne, right?
Yeah, I was actually going to make a joke about him, but now I can't. So.
Yeah, well, you know what Dave Osborne's original last name was?
No.
Einstein.
Dave Einstein?
Yeah, but can you really, like, have a character that is supposed to be an Evil Knievel knockoff if your last name is Einstein?
No.
No.
You can't.
No. Just doesn't work.
None of this stuff is impressive to me. It's just attempted suicide over and over again, and the guy's terrible at it. He's terrible at suicide. He lived for a very long time for somebody who was so desperately trying to kill himself.
Well, the 60-year-old Kelly Knievel, not to be mistaken with his daughter, also named Kelly Knievel, said
accountant.
said Evil Knievel did not thrill millions around the world, break his bones and spill his blood just so Disney could make a bunch of money. Who hasn't?
Disney already made money. No, wait, Disney made money off of Evil Knievel.
Who hasn't shed blood so Disney could make money in this country? If you have not done that, raise your hand. Exactly.
Disney. He did jobs for Disney. I'm confident of this.
Well, I mean, let's have a little look see though, because I want to see, like, you know, we all are all familiar with that, but let's oh, they spelled
now
it
I'm gonna
C.
find is this dumbass story I don't care about. Where the fuck? Holy shit!
Now you can bring home Duke Kaboom.
Who's the most spectacular daredevil Canada has ever seen?
Did they sue Super Dave?
Here's the question. For me playing this little video for the trailer spot, who's going to sue me first? Disney or Kelly Knievel?
Are you kidding?
It's a commercial. It's not real. I can't
true.
jump that far.
We shouldn't care if
yeah.
Disney is being sued for things.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm on his side. Fuck it. Sue Disney. Everybody sue Disney. Find a reason.
Fuck Disney.
Yes.
He's posing. I have a question. Well, actually, not just one. I have all of them. I have all
What
the
a noticeable
questions.
voice.
Kaboom. Rated G.
Everyone, we're going on a road trip.
Yeah, I don't need autoplay on, thank you. Oh, you just connected all of them together. Thank you, Disney. That's good for you.
Keanu Reeves plays with puppies. There's a whole lot of Keanu Reeves in your suggested videos there.
Well, yeah, when I search Duke
He
Kaboom
is
Keanu
Genie.
Reeves, it's like, hey, how about, like, here?
Are we in the Matrix? No. Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves.
Hey, Keanu.
I'm,
What's up, bro?
Here with BuzzFeed to play.
I can play this to eat up time because I know Keanu Reeves is too good a guy to sue me. Oh, fuck. This is owned by BuzzFeed. Never mind.
Yeah. Quickly.
They'll
Get out.
they'll sue me in a heartache. They'll sue me in a heartbeat if they had a heart.
Kimmy is Keanu Reeves' daughter. Ah, cool.
Well, where's his money, huh?
Keanu Reeves keeps that in a bunker somewhere.
Yeah, well. So here we are. We're done with that first part. Nobody was impressed by that. So now to move on to the next part that no one will be
Man, this
impressed by.
self-deprecation is really impressive too. I'm impressed by that.
I'm pretty good.
How
Listen,
consistently
I'm
you
pretty
talk shit about yourself.
I'm pretty goddamn skilled with it. I don't know if you've been around before or not, but I'm really good.
You're
at it.
like the opposite of me.
Oh no, you talk shit about your audience.
Yeah, well, they suck.
Maybe I should do that.
It's not a gimmick. Fuck those people.
I'm not negging them to come back for more content. They're horrible people and I hate them. Yeah. No, I feel you there,
Yeah,
bro. I've seen your
they're
audience.
shit. The fucking audience is shit.
Terrible people.
Yours is even better, and they're bad too.
Mm.
Fuck them too. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, I know. They got all that money, and they're not sharing any of it with me.
Yeah. What do you need it for? Let's
Exactly.
just make this whole stream give Nick money.
Exactly. You
Let's
know
just do that.
No, you know what? And I'm gonna start off by bringing the only person who wants to be in here. Here's Dead Wolf. Dead Wolf's in here. Dead Wolf. What's the best reason you can think that people should give me money right now? Oh, it's a Zen thing. I got it.
Hold on. Gotta mute the stream. Sorry, what?
Exactly.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. No. Yes. Exactly.
Why should people give Nick money?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me neither.
You guys are a lot of help here. Well, let me just tell you.
We should have prepared for this.
I know.
We should have prepared for this segment.
Well, I
Look,
mean,
the format is gone. Therefore, it's whatever.
it's coming
How
back.
can you say the format is gone? What do you say the format is gone? We just did a news segment.
Exactly.
Oh,
And I even ended it at the top of the hour.
What's your
I
problem?
have no idea anymore.
I'm about as good as goddamn what do you call
What's your
it?
fucking problem, Dead
Yeah.
Wolf?
Why don't you like NPR anymore? Huh?
How much money do you make?
Yeah, who's paying you?
What money? Wait,
Did you
there-
not see the Streamlabs link that was posted earlier?
Is PragerU paying you to destroy my work here? Is that what's happening?
No.
Yeah.
Why'd you
As a
come on the
matter of fact,
podcast
I
if you're just gonna
actually
ruin it?
hate.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, I despise a lot of the political people. But hey, we live in a society.
That's what they tell me.
You're blocked.
It's what they
I'm
tell me.
blocking you.
I don't
What?
think I don't think you have that power.
Well, I can mute him. I'm gonna mute you.
Yeah, but only for yourself. I'll still hear him, and everyone else will too.
Look, I don't know. Like these days,
What do you know about these days?
absolutely nothing.
How many of them have been around since you've been around?
I don't know.
Hey, listen, bud. Why don't you just go back in time and stay there, huh?
Yeah. How's that grab you?
As a matter of fact, going back in time would probably be more preferable for me. Therefore, I can make a downwards investment.
I did realize that Red Dead makes me want to go back to the 1800s and just murder.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a video.
okay.
Yeah,
You're that type.
yeah. So, well, no, this is the thing that we need to keep in mind is like video games don't inspire violence unless it's time period specific. You know?
Because I knew I could get away with it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if Red Dead's taught me anything, all you have to do to get rid of to get away with murder is pay a $25 bounty to a mail clerk.
Yeah, or just hide the bodies behind a tree where like no one will see them because their field of vision doesn't encroach that, you know? No one looks around
Exactly.
when they're on the open range there, okay? Everyone's just looking straight ahead with a field of vision that big. But
the 1800s was a good year. Was a good century for killers.
exactly, yes.
And then all this industrial bullshit went and fucked it up.
I gotta say, Red Dead 2 is a really difficult game to play if you want to actually get through it, though, because it is so hard not just to rob and shoot people.
Yeah.
Like I see a
And,
train, I see a train come by, and I'm like, I can rob everyone on that train, and then make the train go forward, and then shoot all the bounty hunters who come after me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a wonderful game. I think it's one of the best games ever made.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
really
I mean-
really embodies American spirit there, doesn't it?
Fuck yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Fuck the Pinkertons. Fucking Pinkertons.
I'm not quite ashamed
Black
to say
Lives
it.
Matter. Pinkertons.
I actually was technically a Pinkerton once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. If you ever
They
see,
have like a security company or something now.
no.
They're still around, right?
Yeah, no. Pinkerton's still around. They were bought by Securitas Security Services, which if you ever go to like a mall or a bank or something, and you see
Yeah.
somebody like in that gray jacket with the 3 dots on it, that's Pinkerton. No, that's Securitas, and that's some like Norwegian company, and they bought Pinkerton. Pinkerton is still a company, and so now Pinkerton does private investigations on a corporate level. So like I was at Pinkerton, and I actually had to go around in this civic center arena during a hockey game, trying to get the vendors to sell me beer without an ID.
That's what the Pinkertons do.
That's
now.
what the Pinkertons do now.
That sounds like them damn Pinkertons, man. I feel no guilt about mowing them down with a fucking chain gun.
I did it once, and then as I was sitting getting my hourly my hours right up from the facility manager in the basement of this arena, I see the one girl who I caught like getting escorted out and fired as she's walking down the hall, and she just looks at me, and I looked at her, and we made eye contact, and I was like, I don't want to do this again.
I have a moral problem with the things that I do.
Don't ever want it. Yeah, I mean, like, if it was one thing, if it was like, listen, man, classic Pinkerton shit, like, this here's a bad guy, so we're told. We need you to go and kill him and then bring his body back. I'd be happy with that, because he'd be like, listen, let me tell you the story. I didn't do nothing. Bang!
Yeah.
It's fine. Instead, I gotta, like, get this, like, teenage girl fired from her job selling Sam Adams. No, I ain't doing that again, no.
And was it even to a minor? Like, does it have to be a minor? Or
No, it just has to be
not
you
charged?
didn't. No, she even asked for ID. She said, like, can I see ID? And I was like, and this is like the end of my shift, so I'm getting really bored.
Okay, because it's you.
Yeah.
You're not just watching. You go up and you go.
I go, hey,
and
let me
you
get
buy beer.
let me get a beer, and she's like, let me see ID. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't have one on me. Listen, I mean, look at me, clearly, right?
Clearly, and you make a compelling actual argument.
I convinced her. I sold
but
her.
You make a compelling actual argument that, obviously I'm not younger than 21.
Yeah, Pinkertons are narcs now, though, and that was the last time I ever took one of those jobs. And
I hate that.
Yeah, I'm like, if you want me, listen, if you want me to do investigation work, I'm more than happy to do it, but I'm not doing that shit again. Like
they do now, they say if you look under 40, then you're gonna get carded.
I'll go bust.
That's such a subjective thing.
I'll straight. Well, I mean, I've seen some 16-year-old bitches around Manchester that look like they're 52. Okay.
Yeah, hot as fuck, right? 16-year-old.
It's almost like Blade Runner rapid aging.
Pretty much, yeah.
I just want to see what your face did when I said that.
Well, that was the thing too. That was the weirdest thing, is because like she caught me outside of the arena after she got fired, and she just pulled me aside and said, "I have seen things you people wouldn't believe."
And then you thought.
And the bird represents the soul leaving the body.
And then she's like, and then when she was done, while she was holding my wrist, she just looked me in the eye and said, "Time to be fired." And then she went off and worked at Panera, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
there were plenty of options. For
yeah.
her
Yeah.
She was fine. She was a teenager. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Carrying this guilt for all these years. And
Oh no,
Ed had to come down and say, "Listen, it's okay."
Ed had
she was a fucking teenage girl. She's on Twitch right now. She's making thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
showing her tits and ass.
On the record, let it be shown that Ed said, like, all Ed had to come do is come down and say it's okay to be a narc if they're underage.
Fuck teenagers.
Fuck teenagers. The more of them that get fired, the more jobs there are for, like, grieving COVID parents.
If you yourself aren't older than 21, you're not human to me. You're not even a person. Actually, I'm going to up that. I think it's like 25, 26. You're not human until you're 25, 26.
I like how you're just juggling these ages. Like, eventually I'll find a place that I respect human life. I don't know.
Yeah,
What quantifies
until
as
you've
being
learned
human?
whatever age it takes for you to drop all hope, that's when you become a person.
Yeah. It's like when you stop thinking
okay.
the future will be
and then it
okay.
becomes a subjective scale.
Right now, there are
Like if
right.
you're interested in
Just a
politics, you're not
subjective
even.
Yeah,
scale. Like,
according to Ed, there are like 5 and 6-year-old Afghans who are full adults now because after they climbed out of the rubble of the drone strike, they're like, I don't believe life will ever get better. And you're like, welcome to adulthood, son and/or daughter. Give them a slap on the back, fresh pair of socks, call it a day.
wait,
Dean
hold on.
says,
Does
confirmed
that
Ed
mean
is an
that the best
ageist?
way?
Dude, how many times do I come on here and complain about the fact that my country won't stop electing geriatrics? I've talked about like lowering the eligibility age to run for president.
No.
The fucking ranting monkey gave me shit about this, and I swear to God, like there's an age limit for how fucking young you can be, right? You have to be at least 35 years old to be the president of the United States. You should also have to be under. It's got to be arbitrary, so let's just say under 60.
Let's say under 70.
Fair?
Let's say
And I think we should lower the age. I think there's plenty of people who are 30 that could be the president of the United States.
And I know plenty of 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds who are perfectly well informed to vote. I've seen their parents on Twitter. Okay.
Hashtag let them twerk.
Exactly. Yes.
I'm so outraged.
Well, I love.
That's Twitter.
All right,
That's Twitter.
are you
Netflix right now?
yeah, you're joking about that cuties one, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I
That's what
haven't
it is.
seen it. I have no plans on watching it. I just love the fact.
Oh, it's pretty bad, but it's.
Oh, I'm sure it's Netflix original. It's gonna be bad.
It's pretty bad. No. It's actually the sad thing about it is that it's a good movie that has some pretty bad things in it.
So what you're saying is it's better than Project Power.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is there's all this fucking preachy, fucking moral lesson stuff, but then you get to look at 11-year-olds twerking.
You want to know the weird thing that I've noticed is that on YouTube
That
there's
was
been
a
a lot
joke.
of people that have said that like, oh, I've seen it, so you don't have to. It's like, who are you trying to save there?
No. They're just
Like,
trying to. That's
Because
called
it just
click.
makes you want to watch it.
That's
It just makes you
called.
wanna watch it. The only reason I watched it is because everybody was so upset, and I found it much less upsetting than everybody else did because I've seen Dance Moms and I've seen Pageant Girls or whatever the fuck that is. I've seen the fucking drag kids.
Why do you watch
seen
all?
how
Ed, let
fucking
me ask you. Why do you
hypocritical
watch all of
America
these
is.
things?
Oh,
because I love
yeah,
little
that's
girls.
a critical question.
Thank heavens for little
I mean, I
girls.
sat around. I actually sat through Project Power the other night, and I was like thinking to myself, this is less entertaining than Bright, but better made. How does that work?
I don't know either of these movies.
Oh, you haven't seen Project Power yet?
No, I don't know
With
what that is.
Jamie Foxx and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and best of all, Casey Neistat.
Oh, I don't want to see this.
Because
do I?
Casey
Or
Neistat
do I?
Casey Neistat, he has a very short role where he has it's funny because the entire time he says next to nothing, and then I realized his agent got the screenwriter to write lines for him. That way he's a principal actor and not just background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, some sassy young black girl, and
Jamie Foxx is such a good actor too, and he's just not been.
Well, no, I mean, good fucking Levitt is too. But the thing is, though,
Yeah,
is
he is too, yeah.
this movie was so by the numbers. It wasn't unwatchable. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good by any stretch of the imagination. And
All right.
And
I'll never watch this.
What really killed me though is in the middle of it's set in New Orleans, so half the time I'm like, I know where that is. Fuck, I miss that city. And then there's this whole sequence where they set up where there's supposed to be this underground nightclub in the back of what is a check cashing place, right?
Yeah.
And Casey Neistat shows up, and it was funny too because you can even tell the one line he had in the movie was something that they wrote in after and went and reshot because none of it made sense. And I'm like, why is Casey Neistat in a movie? He's a rich kid, fucking long border vlogger. He's not an actor. For fuck's sake, get King Vader in this bitch.
I don't know. He's got all these followers. Let's just throw him out of his depth.
Yeah, well, I mean, then he shows up and then he's like, he just sits there and like literally gawks on set. That's all he does is he gawks at the CG thing that's supposed to be happening, and then he gets kicked in the head or something by Jamie Foxx. Sorry, everyone, to spoil the movie for you. The hero of the story, Casey Neistat, turns out not as big a deal as he thought he was. And I was watching this and I'm like, why did you put him, like, all I'm waiting for is like the next Jerry Bruckheimer movie's gonna have like an insert with Mr. Beast in it. Fuck me, why? Why are we doing this to cinema? There's further we can fall.
Oh well. We need to put Jamie Foxx in more like indie films.
We
He's
need to
much
put
better.
Jamie Foxx into fucking Jake Paul videos. That's what we need.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go both ways.
Let's go
with
that
this.
route. Let's go full tilt on that.
Fuck it, yeah.
Like, we'll give him one fucking YouTuber movie and one real movie.
Just have him roll up. Just have
alternate.
him roll up in a fucking David. Yeah, there we go. Kimmy's a David Dobrik fan. I don't even know why that kid's famous.
Somebody can tell Kimmy that we're done talking about cuties now, or not Kimmy, Mickey, that we're done talking about cuties now, and she can come back.
Yeah, but also remind Mickey when she comes back that my making fun of David Dobrik, that doesn't mean that, like, you know, idolized underage pedo bait. You know, it doesn't end when you turn 18. All I'm saying, David Dobrik, loads of ex-felons, probably would love to get all up inside his boy pussy. And I'm not here to stop him, but I'm here to say, listen, pump the brakes there, fella. You got a whole grinder world. You could stroll that and leave David Dobrik alone. Listen, he doesn't need his little booty hole molested by you now, okay? If he wants to, just saying. Yeah.
That's an excessive amounts of words.
Loads of them. I have.
I appreciate that. There's too many words in that.
So many
loads of words.
So many. I have
loads
so
and
many
loads.
words. So anyway. So, all right. Well, I guess at this point, listen, we're at the 18-minute mark after the second minute hour, whatever it is. Listen, they're Dank Wolf, Dark Wolf, Dead Wolf, Dead Wolf, Dead Wolf. You know, listen, between David Dobrik and Jamie Foxx, who would you want to put your Sniper Wolf EP in?
I prefer none.
You're not allowed to abstain.
That's not an option.
You got a gun to your head, and you need to cut one's head off.
Yeah.
Adios.
I always love that too. It's like that classic question, like, all right, you're in an elevator with, like, you know, this person and that person and a gun with one bullet, and who do you shoot? And I'm like, why is the gun not an option for me?
Why does the gun only have one bullet?
Yeah, well, I also, it's like, all right, so, like, yeah, I'm stuck in
I need more bullets.
Yeah, I'm stuck in there with, like, Michael Bolton and Yanni. Let's get some good 90s references going on here.
Don't kill Michael Bolton. I like him now.
I'm sure you do. I like him.
The Island shit
It's
was
like,
fun.
I like it. You're like, I like him now. I got old enough to the point where I get
He
it.
did that
I get
Valentine's Day special, and I fucking loved it. It was so fucking hilarious. And I think he got into a fight with Yanni, but it wasn't the real Yanni, because the real Yanni wouldn't do it, so I'd kill Yanni. For that reason alone.
I always think,
do the
why not just kill
Lonely
myself?
Island bit.
Well, so Dead Wolf, what do you want to leave us with then? What's your fucking wisdom that everyone needs to hear?
It's okay
To be gay.
to be, I guess, a person living on this planet, knowing that someday it's not gonna matter.
I was at the edge of my seat for
It
that.
matters.
It's not
I
over
don't
yet.
know.
He's not done.
Yeah.
Shut up. This is a paragraph. Keep going.
I can't tell when you
Whole paragraph.
500 words.
Send it.
500-word essay.
It's an end paragraph, yes.
I thought he was done, but it's just the rhythm.
I'm writing this longhand, okay?
On parchment.
Oh, are we just listening to your manifesto?
I have no
What are you
manifesto.
gonna do?
It's like, it would make much more sense if you tune into CNN around 10 p.m. tomorrow.
All right, continue.
I don't know what I know, but I know that it's okay. I don't know why these days. Like like I just think it's something about round numbers.
Did we suddenly
that
get
it
in?
just screw.
Did we suddenly get into like stutter poetry, like Andy Worski reciting fucking Ed Gaines shit?
I have no
I
poetic
don't know what I
talent,
know.
just to let you know.
I don't know what
And
I
that's
know.
poetry right there.
That really
I
is.
don't know what I know. But I know that I know that I don't know what I know.
I don't know nothing, man, but I know that I know nothing, man.
Also, isn't 2020 such a bad year? Oh my god.
Oh, come on.
All right.
It's so crazy.
Like, come on. Honestly, think, Beetlejuice. Like, just, I don't know none.
I don't know nothing.
I don't know none.
Well, that was that was
Poignant and
moving,
inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt touched.
My organs have shifted in my torso, and now I don't know where my lower intestine lives.
Maybe you
I
should
don't
have
know
some
what I
food.
know, but I know.
How about a taco? Would you like a taco?
Okay. Good night,
Get the
Wolf.
fuck out of here.
Trying to rip off Daniel. Listen.
What the hell is going on?
That's old school shit. We're here to rip off fucking Longmont Potion Castle up in her.
How's that grab you?
How's
I love
grab
that.
you?
I say that all the time now. How's that grab you?
How's that grab you? Kimmy, how's that grab you?
What up, giggly?
How's
boo?
what? Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How's that grab you,
Hi.
huh? How's that grab you, huh?
I didn't catch that. What?
Listen, true or false?
grab you?
True or false? I'm like, who is the host of this show, me or you?
Oh, I am. This is my show now.
No.
All right, well, do it.
Well, that blew up in my face, didn't it?
No, it won't.
it's-
Ultimately, just let her do the show.
It's like you listen. You keep the Streamlabs. She'll bring people in. You can just fuck off and do what you want.
Do the show, Kimmy.
Yeah, do the show, Kimmy. Come on.
We're
Oh,
starting
no.
over, by the way. We're
Oh.
gonna start over, and it's starting soon, and you have 5 seconds to air.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2. You're on.
This is the show about John Mayer.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I knew she was gonna do that too. What up, Kimmy?
I was really hoping she wouldn't.
I missed your sweet voice, Kimmy.
Oh, that's so sweet. You haven't came to New Zealand to fight me. What's up with
No, but I will. And I don't know, COVID. I live in Florida. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, it has nothing to do. Like
Oh,
Ed has
yeah.
never been shy of fighting women. He's from Florida.
Well, you know, they just talk a lot down here, man. They just don't shut up. Sometimes you gotta teach them.
I knew someone from Florida who tried to groom me into a better woman and was very odd.
Ed.
What did he try to improve about you so that I can take notes?
Everything.
Everything, even the
Mhm.
accent.
That's a
Do
great
you have elocution lessons for?
everything. That's a great place to start. Because if you think nothing is right about you, I can show you how I can make it all better.
Oh, well,
I'll make it significantly worse for fun.
I'll make it. Yeah, I'll be honest with you the whole time. Like, no one's gonna like you if you ever do any of this shit. But I find it great.
I'll ruin you for all other men. That's my deal. That's my fetish.
I feel flustered right now.
Ed likes to make lesbians out of otherwise happy straight women.
Fuck yeah. If I can't be happy, no man can be happy.
And then you give them your best advice as to how to work a vagina too. That way, when they go off to be lesbians, they're wrong
They
then
suck at
too.
that too. Fuck yeah. I'm a secret MGTOW. I'm a secret agent for the MGTOW.
Yeah.
I go the places they won't as an infiltrator.
Yeah,
Fuck, I like that idea.
AKA
That's a comic book right there.
what,
That's like The Boys.
the secret MGTOW. It's like I go to places other MGTOWs won't, AKA women. Listen,
fuck them and I ruin them.
you know what we need to do is we need to like sell the MGTOW on like the ancient like Spartan like boy lover shit, and that way like all of a sudden there's this huge rift in the MRA world. Like the MGTOWs, they're just trying to rape boys now. Like yes they are. How dare they? If only they hadn't had someone telling them women were horrible the entire time.
Ted Wolf's like, what is this show? I don't know. I just came on because he wanted me to.
Well, I've maintained a solid
I
4
just
viewers.
do what I'm told.
Yeah, exactly. That's a solid copy right there.
Kimmy, you're a writer. What do you write?
I write poetry
Oh,
and short stories. And
don't worry. One day you'll be a
short
real
film scripts.
writer. Just kidding. Oh, wait. What was the last one? You write scripts?
Yeah, I do.
Like prescriptions? You're technical.
Sure.
No. She writes scripts as in like she could write the script for your next video, and you have to agree to it now that you will read whatever she writes and make a video of it.
Oh my god. I'm actually down for that. That's actually a good idea. Do it. Write me a video.
You do realize there's a good chance Kimmy will just have me ghostwrite it.
I'll give you $10. You have to disagree to that. You can't agree to that.
You have to disagree to that. You can't agree to that. Don't tell a
$10
woman.
for
Listen,
five-
don't tell a
5 minutes
woman.
of your-
Do not tell a woman what she can and can't agree to. Listen, she's an independent woman from a
talking to
nation.
you. I was talking to you, fucker. You can't agree to that. You have to tell her no.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I won't say the word
You
yes.
fucking-
I won't say the word yes.
I will take $10 to buy 4 custard pies.
Okay, buy the pies, then write my video.
Okay, it will be about how David Dobrik has revolutionized vlogging on YouTube.
I can make that work.
Cool.
Oh my.
Perfect.
I can make anything work.
God. No, I'm actually just picturing this now. Just like you were like, hey guys, I told you I was going back to the dog, but I decided to go on camera this one because I really love David
With Dobrik.
Dobrik.
Doberman?
Dobrik. I love David Dobrik's content. Let's watch some of it together.
And that'll be it. I'll just take it to content.
No, well, I mean, here's the thing though. If Kimmy, here's the thing. If he's legit agreeing to it and you're gonna hold him to it, you need to put things like, sometimes I imagine what it would feel like with David Dobrik's like tongue licking up along the inside of my thigh. I want to hear Ed's voice say that. I want to hear. I want to hear Ed. I want to hear Ed talk about. I want to
just go.
Yeah, I should ghostwrite it. Yeah, I just want to hear Ed talk about how like it's like I'd always been insecure about my cup size, but when David clasped my nipple in his left hand and then looked me in the eye and told me, "All you need's a handful," I felt better. Like I want, and because also when he says that, he'll look down at his own tits and say, "Yeah, maybe he would appreciate these."
So, am I writing a video essay script or fan fiction?
You're just asking Nick to ghostwrite something for you. That's all.
No. We can write it together because the idea here is like we need to write a script that we want to hear Ed say, and then Ed's gonna know all of the best. We'll send him the best David Dobrik Google images. Is there any of him
I
at a?
will fucking do this. I'm not kidding.
I think this is a great
I will do
idea.
it. I don't care about my channel. I don't give a fuck what you do to it.
Well, no, no. You could even actually put it as like, hey guys, I have a Patreon now. This isn't something for patrons, but I just want to show you how far I'll go for people who write me things and support what I do.
I do have a Patreon. I forgot I still have one of those.
Well, there you go. See, look,
Are there still people on it? Let's go look.
This is a solid fucking plan we've got, Kimmy. We have a co-writing project now. We're gonna write a script for Ed, and it's gonna be enough to get him kicked off of YouTube until he says that like,
as long as it's enough for you two to fall in love.
Well, as long as you can actually like, appeal this decision by YouTube, saying like, all because I'm lusting after David Dobrik doesn't mean this is inappropriate content. Do you not like homosexuals, YouTube? And then Susan will be like, fuck, hang on. Make him a partner, whatever it takes. I don't want any more problems.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you're definitely going to help my YouTube career.
Yep.
Thank you so much for helping my YouTube career.
That's what I mean.
Wait, but I know someone who knows someone that knows David.
Don't first name David Dobrik.
Yeah, listen, don't third name people here, okay?
Yeah.
Don't
Calm
third
down.
don't
Calm
third
down.
name drop, all
All
right?
right. Don't be familiar.
Yeah. Do you know how much David
right.
Dobrik cares about you?
Makes you sound like a little groupie bitch.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
not a bit. Not a bit. You know what? You could get run over by a Chinese tank and David Dobrik could still be shooting fucking t-shirt cannons at strangers in the street. Not even knowing you
I don't know why
died.
there's anybody in the clean room right now. You're not getting in. we clinched it.
Well, maybe Dina. I mean,
Nah, she's gonna be a bitch to me though.
no, I just love how Deadwolf hopped back into line like he's like I really want to ride this retarded log flume again. And he's like, it's like, let me get back in line. See?
Well, Ed's on the show, so
I think you should bring
floodgates.
Lauren.
I'll bring Dina in. I got a half hour left to kill of this show before I could say I actually did one, though. Although, hang on, wait a second. I just realized I'm going to run 60-second ad break. I forgot that I had these. So for anyone who's not subscribed, who actually, I should have said this before the ad roll, you should
I have
subscribe.
1 day remaining on my sub.
That way you don't need to... Oh, well, you need to wait until the ad breaks over to tell that to someone, because most of the people who give subs probably are watching the ad break right now.
I don't know how to sub. I mean, I do know how to sub.
I can
don't know how
teach
to
you.
sub on
I can
Twitch.
teach you, okay? Listen.
I feel like you know how to sub.
Yeah,
I can hear it in your voice.
it starts with handcuffs and it ends with a police report.
Oh no, I know how to do that.
It starts with getting me a beer.
And it ends with me drinking that beer and thanking you respectfully for having brought it to me.
It also ends with a police report, let's be real. Let's not kid ourselves around here.
Oh.
Around here.
Every so often I have to remind myself I actually once had a real show, and I'm like, why? Oh wait, that's
Nick,
right.
You gotta stop this shit. You're gonna stop this shit. It's getting really annoying. I'm getting to a point where I need to go. I need to go to New Hampshire just to fuck you up.
I'm gonna get some format back up in here. That's what I'm saying.
Back up in here.
I'm gonna get some format up in here.
Yeah. Oh, you're worried about the success. You're not worried about the journey. What'd
Listen,
you say, giggly bitch?
I like Journey. Journey's fine.
What'd you say, giggly bitch? By nature.
I want a sword. What Ben says.
Oh yeah, the swords. That's yeah. Give her a mod. Give Kimmy a mod.
Yeah, there we go. Let's just give Kimmy a mod. I
only just learned about swords because people said the same thing.
Well, it kind of makes me miss the good old days there, where in like I could give someone powers on a channel and then everyone else would get upset about it.
Oh no, I got the beer hiccups. Give Kimmy a sword, but only Kimmy a sword. And then instruct Kimmy to abuse her power.
Just oh, there we go. Yep, there we go. You got yourself a sword there.
I did that on my YouTube channel way back in the day. I would give like a certain person a mod, and then I would say abuse this, so that people complain.
Well, no, that's what happened with the Discord. Is because like the Discord from like the previous show, right? There got to be all of these like. We had like hundreds of people in there. Half of them didn't watch the show. Half of those hated the show and hated me, right? And then these weird factions cropped up where everyone would start bitching and complaining about, oh, this person got a mod. Why didn't I get one? All this. So I started this new one. And that's why I just assigned the various powers of mods to everyone randomly. So so like Jables, I'm like, Jables, you will run this thing. I trust you here. I won't be here for most of the time.
I heard Jables was in a mental institution now.
Well,
I heard he was a Gotham criminal.
Oh no, yeah, he's turning into the Penguin. Last picture I saw
coming in every day. He's like.
Oh yeah, no, he's got fucking Goose Wayne banging in on his goddamn door every day. Like, are you ready to fight? And he's like, no, I'm still getting better.
Not what he does. Batman goes into the cells and he goes, I want to talk about rehabilitation. And he's like, I'll never rehabilitate. You're just like me. You're crazy like me. And then Batman goes, oh, I don't kill people.
Yeah, but
And that goes on for ages.
well, we
Batman's the most boring superhero ever. If it weren't for the Rogues Gallery, Batman would be nothing.
well,
You guys have the
What?
I posted in live show chat, but it's chocolate. I don't think you guys have them in North America.
You derailed my Batman rant for that.
You're right. Really? For real?
Yeah,
Really?
chocolate.
Nick, I don't like girls anymore.
I'm not sure you ever
because
did.
I wanted to talk about chocolate.
I'm gay now.
Good. What are your pronouns?
Mods pars. Oh, those do look.
Gay and pronouns? Are you serious? You insensitive bitch. I didn't say I was trans.
Yeah, he's listen. He's a gay man. Okay.
Get fucking woke.
Yeah, Kimmy.
I am woke. That's why I asked what your pronouns are.
I'm gay.
Okay.
I'm a gay man. I'm the enemy. Now. I've been the enemy for 2 years.
So yeah, he's all.
And I'm white.
Listen, he's all about that gay life. You know. He's here to, gay up
I like
everything.
to get fucked. I like to get fucked. You know what I mean? On Grinder. I'm on Grinder 24/7 looking for my next fix.
Let me tell you, son. I ain't, I grind all them booties, and I don't even pay attention to what they are, but I prefer it when they're when they're gay booties, right? Yep.
Gay booties.
All up.
I love them gay booties.
Can't get enough of that. Listen, Ed, like
I
everyone.
listen to Ed Sheeran every day. I love it.
I'm the biggest Louis Capaldi fan on the face of this earth here, huh?
How's that grab you?
It'll
never get old.
It'll
never get old. How's that grab you?
Have you guys had New Zealand wine before?
Yo, hang on. What's
No.
what's going on up there?
What's going on up there?
Up there.
Making all that noise up there.
You got hooting and hollering. I'll tell you what, Kimmy, how about I come over there and we just, bump around together, huh?
Sure,
Gonna
why not?
bounce you around a little bit.
Knock you around a little bit over there.
Come up there with a horse whip.
That's right, the horse whip.
Why a horse whip?
That makes no sense, but it fucking works.
Come up there with my horse whip.
I'm gonna be out in the street whipping around my horse whip. Just want to tell you to stay inside. When you go outside, you might get whipped with my horse whip.
Hi, we're calling from Detroit Energy. Just calling to let you know we're running our annual test. We're gonna be bumping your heat up to about 110 degrees, only for about an hour. And
this is the point in the show where we talk about shit that not necessarily everybody knows.
exactly. Welcome to the portion of the show I like to call esoteric references. Everybody, it's
the mental collapse.
Yeah, this is the point. This is the point in the show where I decide, like, I've made bad decisions, and I'm going to share as many of them with you as I can.
Welcome to the void.
Fucking horse whip.
You want to get?
You've been horsewhipped?
I've been whipped by a bamboo stick.
Well, that's normal.
Shh! Shut the fuck up. Hang on, Ed. Shut the fuck up. Kimmy, continue.
Oh, well, I was in a sub/dom relationship with someone, and he wanted to use a bamboo stick, and
That's normal.
Shut the fuck up, Ed.
on one side it's really hot, on the other side my ass was really sore for a day.
You got a weird
Ed,
ass.
shut the fuck up.
No, my
Kimmy,
ass
continue.
wasn't-
Nah, you got a weird ass. It's a mismatched
Ed, I
ass.
will-
You gotta take that to the shop. You gotta get that taken care of. Your ass is lopsided.
It's a Mitch.
Ed, have you seen my ass before? You can't say that.
Well, send me an image. I don't give a.
Oh,
But
man.
I'm listening to your story, and it's a lopsided ass, man. You
Hmm.
gotta take that in. You get a
No,
look at.
I'm just, it was really hot, but at the same, like, afterwards it was sore, which is normal.
Yes, it is normal.
I like how
Totally, there's nothing.
I like the confidence you said that with that. You're like, yeah, no, that's normal. Don't worry. You get caned with some bamboo. Listen, I've been there, honey. You know, it's gonna be sore for a little bit.
It's either a whip or it's bamboo. Bamboo is so atypical. It's a typical tool for that community.
Listen, can I get $5 to
But
my
I
Streamlabs
wouldn't
to
know
convince
anything
Ed to
about.
shut the fuck up so that Kimmy can continue talking about being caned with a bit of bamboo? I mean, I'm
I don't
just
like
saying.
facilitating this destructive relationship.
No, I'm just trying to do the penthouse model thing in which I'm trying to cash in on a story being told that you keep interrupting. But you know, we can get
It's not
that.
gonna work. She doesn't have a cam on.
We can get that. We can get that stopped.
All she's doing is talking about which side of her ass hurt more. That's not fucking entertaining. She's not even making it sexy. Make it sexy.
By
Kim.
the way, everybody in the chat there, I just dropped that email link, info@prageru.com. Please send your hottest stories about getting whipped in a bondage style to info@prageru.com. Addressed to, attention, Dennis Prager. And then talk about the best time your lovers ever caned you and or filled your orifices with, biological or artificial objects. I want to know. Well, Dennis wants to know. Send all of your sexiest stories to. Nope, there we go.
I'm kind of retarded.
Sorry, Lord Flappy Hat just donated $5. It's the first bit of money I made tonight. Shut the fuck up, Ed. He says, Ed, shut the fuck up. Kimmy, please continue about being caned and what happened after that.
Okay.
Oh, well, he also filmed like videos of us having sex, and I asked him to delete them, and I deleted my copies, and now I have lots of regrets about that.
About
'Cause I could have sold it.
Yeah, I regret that you deleted those.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if anybody else wants to donate another $5,
What's that,
just
a
tell
rocket?
Ed to shut the fuck up. You go right ahead. $20 will get me to emphasize it. $100, I'll actually mute him for the rest of the remainder of the 18 minutes I got here.
Holy shit, that might actually work.
Well, let's see. Listen, I'm leveraging I'm leveraging influence with the audience here.
You should have stopped at 100. I bet you can get away with it.
Well, listen, it's a work in progress, Ed. But listen, if you could just shut the fuck up for a second, so Kimmy could tell more sexy stories before I round this show out.
Go, Jesus.
Well, no, I need you to keep talking so people will give me money to get you to shut up. Listen.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole plan here. Now, if anybody else wants Ed to shut up, Ed, continue talking. They could just give me money via Streamlabs. Ed, where are you? And that'll, it'll work out just fine.
Oh, I'm annoying. Oh, look at me. I'm annoying. I'm interrupting everybody. Oh, I'm ruining the show.
Yep. See, look at that.
Kimmy, tell us more about your sexy time.
No, stop and don't do it so until.
Oh, well.
I'm interrupting now. I'm so annoying.
Yeah, we're auctioning this off here.
I have a spare $100.
No, you do not spend $100 because then I'm just gonna have to refund that to you and be like, continue with your sexy story. Because if I'm
Kimmy
getting,
doesn't know how work.
yeah, it's like if I'm getting paid to listen to this, then what's
Trying to con his audience, you dumb asshole.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Dumb bitch. Will you shut the fuck up already? I mean, come on. Let's get Ed to shut the fuck up.
Bamboo stick?
Exactly. Exactly. That's 100 bits. Ed, talk more and continue to annoy Nick for 100 bits. So I guess that works out to like that's gonna be like $5.49 I'm gonna need to get Ed to shut the fuck up again. If my measurements are any accurate here. I think we're making progress, but I can't be sure.
There is no news.
I like how Sean's just like, Ed, talk more. I'm almost finished. I need your dulcet tones in order to take me over the top.
Ave Maria, gratia pena.
There we go.
That's all I know.
Fab harder, Sean. We'll make a loop of that. You can have it in your. You can just play that while you take your shower. Just get yourself
on a loop.
Just get yourself going. Get yourself going. Get yourself clean. Get yourself dirty all over again.
Kimmy, you ever get that ukulele, little girl?
Oh no, I didn't. My friends
You
can
can get a cheap one on Amazon.
No, I'm buying guitar.
You're buying a guitar?
Mhm.
Who's buying a guitar?
I am. My friend's guitar for $50.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah.
No, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Get a
I
fucking
am gonna
guitar for
pick
$50.
John
You get a guitar.
Mayer and a guitar, so like
I
once
hope
a
you
year.
like Pain. Those soft little fingers are gonna get all fucked up. That's gonna be
Oh
like an
yeah,
S&M experience all in
yeah.
itself.
I mean,
She's a
at least
sub. She knows. She can handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
my hand will be soft.
Yeah, I can imagine your fingertips being beaten with a bamboo rod, except it's by your greatest lover ever, who is yourself and music.
I need to get another guitar too because I don't have a guitar right now, so I've just been playing the ukulele and my fingers have like these soft calluses, and it's not enough. It's not enough. It doesn't make enough of a plastic against wood sound when I tap my table, and I loved that. I loved the hard calluses, and they're gone now.
Yeah, it's just that thing. It's like I don't feel myself tapping on the table, but I hear
Yeah,
it.
but I hear that clicky clack.
I
Yeah.
hear the clicks, so I know it's happening.
Yeah, and I never played like hard enough to have the really ugly ones. So my calluses, they still look like regular fingers, just with a white, whiteness on them, right? Have you seen like how like a hardcore rock star's finger looks? They look like they're just damaged, right? They look all completely.
Oh yeah, it
fucked,
looks
right?
like it looks like the entire the top half of the top digit. It's just dead.
Yeah, they're turning
it's just
green.
Dead. It's just dead
Yeah.
white with like maybe a little darkness on the top, like
a hint of greenishness.
Yeah.
on a white man's hand. Yeah. So yeah, but I miss those calluses. I gotta get back into music.
you just like get a post.
Well, I was talking to Gasly on the Gulf City stream, and he's learning piano and everything, and I'm like, shit, man, that's the one instrument I regret never learning.
Piano
I learned a little bit of it.
If you learn to play piano, if you can play piano, you can play any instrument.
You have the discipline. It's like the Shakespeare of instruments. You have the discipline then to learn it.
At that point, anything else you pick up, any stringed instrument, you're like, oh, I only have to I only need one finger to control how the chords work, and then this one just makes the sound.
Yeah. It might be a little bit of a challenge to learn how to strum a little bit, right? But then once you're past that, like you're golden. Yeah, but piano, like I got to the point in piano where my hands moved on their own, and that is a magic moment that every human being should experience. When your hands are playing, you're not necessarily playing music.
Well, you get it. It's when you get into the pocket, though. It's getting into the pocket when like you feel like you're no longer in control of what you're doing. Your brain, like your like brainstem, your brainstem knows what is required to produce the thing that your mind wanted, and then after that, brainstem is just like, no, I got this, and then your mind is like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah,
what is happening here?
That's the moment I should have held on to that moment.
Well,
but I lost the piano. So.
If you'd ever been funny in your life, you'd know the same thing happens with comedy too. Actually,
I've never been funny.
Yeah, but no, that's the weirdest thing though. Any artistic endeavor, like when you get in the pocket there, and all of a sudden it's just like you're no longer in control of what you're doing. You're just doing
the whole fucking world of music opens up to you. It's beautiful.
Oh, comedy! No, I've honestly discovered comedy's the same way. Like if you get into that,
I don't think much about comedy.
Well, it's a fucking art. But I've noticed it's the same way. Like I've been struggling this entire week to like produce a show because I need to do this, and but like I've noticed too, like plenty of times, and I'm like I've had people like send me clips like, dude, this is funny as fuck. I'm like, well, I barely remember doing that. Like that was just god damn. I'm like, how do I get to that place and live there just forever?
Oh, I don't know.
Acid, I know. Yeah, just a bunch of DMT.
I have no idea how to give advice about comedy.
Sorry, I'm eating.
Well, it's the same thing with writing. I mean, Kimmy can attest to this, I imagine. You ever been just possessed? And you're like, fuck me.
I used to write short stories quite often. And they were highly recommended by all of my professors.
Kimmy, when did you get such a gravelly smoker's ex-con voice? Oh, sorry, that was Ed.
Oh, I was trying to sound sophisticated. Sorry, and I liked acting when I was younger too. like to be a little bit of an actor,
Well,
a little bit of a show.
Well, this is the thing though, is like any kind of performative art, any kind of creative art. There are times in which you just get as jazz, and this is a jazz, jazz phrase, but it's you're in the pocket, and when you're in the pocket, you're just there. You don't need to worry about what you're doing. You don't need to think about what you're doing. You just
do it.
Fucking kill it, and then you're done, and you're like, where the fuck did that come from?
I learned I like this little ukulele thing. I always dismissed it as just a shitty little girl instrument, but I started fucking around with it because it was cheap, and I heard Eddie Vedder play it.
It's like Eddie.
A little girl instrument.
Yeah, Eddie Vedder's not a little girl.
Eddie Vedder's not a little girl.
Oh, actually, Ed, you got to keep in mind too. You're talking to a Pacific Islander, so have at it, honey. Go get him, chew him up.
Well, she doesn't know how to play a ukulele.
I feel like my Pacific Island blood will just I'll just pick it up quickly. Instantly.
I think you probably will. Ukulele you will. Guitar has a little more of a learning curve. It was probably a good idea now in hindsight when I think about it. Learning ukulele first and then moving on to guitar is probably the right path. You go from 4 nylon strings to the steel 6-string. I don't know. And you're still kind of learning the same motions. It's very, very, very similar. So.
I know how to work my fingers.
Well, I'm interested in seeing how you develop because it is a fun process, in my opinion. I got some good videos for you about guitar too. There's this one guy who like teaches guitar that I like him a lot. That was it, though.
That's all you got then, huh?
Yeah. I was just saying.
Huh. Well, music. Is it for everyone? We'll explore
the whole world together.
We'll explore this. Music. Is it for everyone? We'll explore this in other concepts. Tonight's
no.
Frontline.
This is the debate.
Oh, I can roll more ads. Guess what? If you're not subscribed already, and if you haven't donated to Streamlabs, you're getting a 60-second ad.
I don't like music.
I'm gonna interrupt this here with a pre-roll ad.
I don't like fun.
I love music. I love funk music and soul music.
Well, I'm against it.
Go listen to the California Honey Drop.
I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
Oh, Christ. Aren't you glad he's gone?
Yes.
Can you believe all the shit he was talking without not a bit of ukulele music to accompany it? Honestly, if I could play ukulele, I'd talk shit all day.
Anyway, back to the bamboo story.
Oh, you were just teasing with that. I see.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
I'm sorry.
Listen, if you're going to talk about being caned by a man, I mean, keep in mind, I had a Kingster ex-girlfriend who, well, I say girlfriend. Oh, let's not even try and classify that thing, but she left me because she found some dude in his 50s. He's like, he has this bondage program to, like, really make you submit where he puts ice cubes in your ass. I'm like,
oh my God.
So, you want to not see me anymore so you can... You know what? All right. And that's the one, as I've told this story before, that after, like, she went off and did that, I got really, really drunk, and I ordered her flowers, and I had flowers sent to her house with a get well card. And then I forgot that I did that. And then the next day, FTD Flowers sent me the email notification that your flowers have been delivered. And I said, "Oh, fuck." My boss was like, "What?" I'm like, I sent flowers to that girl." "Oh, that's nice." I'm like, "Yeah, but I sent him with a get well card." "Oh, is she sick?" I'm like, "Nah, she's just fucking crazy." So that was the only time I sent flowers.
Talk that up. Yeah, you can always walk that back. It's easy.
Oh, I wouldn't want to. No, I mean, at this point, she's probably... No,
I missed the first part part of the story.
Oh no, well, I mean this was the girlfriend I had. I was like, I dated her for about 2 months, I want to say, and she was early 20s, I'm early 30s, mid 30s, mid 30s. Yeah, but I'd take
Mid
her.
to late 30s.
We'd go out for dinner. We'd be sitting there, and she'd be on her phone, right? And I'd be like, "Well, that's a bit rude, but I guess it's like a generational thing, maybe on Facebook or something." And then I discovered, no, she's actually just addictively looking at Tumblr porn, like gangbang humiliation Tumblr
no,
porn.
you told me about this girl.
Yeah. She was such
That's
a treat.
fucking hilarious.
I
That's
keep
great.
wanting to look her up to see what happened to her, but then for all I know, she's.
Oh my god, this one girl I fucked ended up doing a YouTube channel, where she tried to talk about politics. It was hilarious. I don't even remember. Hang on, I'll try to find her.
Man.
She's a mess now too.
I
Oh
posted
man,
nudes on Reddit and they somehow ended up on Tumblr.
I know her real name.
You
but I
did?
don't know what her YouTube was.
Kimmy, you do realize by announcing that you're basically saying, "Hey, everybody, go check Reddit and Tumblr and find the common nude."
Yeah, I challenge people to go find my Reddit. No one will find it.
The last girl I fucked used to be a dominatrix in and she used to have or she was a part of like an escort service or something like that.
Yeah,
Where she
proper.
used to just like humiliate men, and I felt really good about like dominating her sexually. And I'm not even really that dommy of a dom dude, but because I
2
knew
minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, specifically because I knew that she like humiliated men for a living at one point. I had to be like as aggressive as possible. It was kind of cathartic.
So you fucked her in a Kmart.
Yeah.
Yep. Just handcuffed her to a fucking rack of jeans, and then like people came up and said, "Sir, you can't do that." Be like, "You got a camera phone? Pull that camera phone out. Come
I can
on."
do whatever I want. I got a bamboo stick.
I
Fuck you.
got a bamboo stick and a broken single mother of two here.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
Oh
man, 2016 is over. Oh man.
Yeah. Now it's 2020.
Yeah, it's a different world. It's a different landscape, my brother.
Exactly. Bondage just isn't as fun anymore because we've all been tied down and fucked by the world.
By a bunch of fucking geriatrics in suits.
Well, to start out with Kimmy, I'll even mute Ed for this. You can have your last
You don't have
word.
to. I'll stop talking.
Okay, well, yeah, we're closing in on the end of the show here. Kimmy, what do you want to leave us with here tonight?
If you guys have any ideas for poetry, just send me some ideas because I'm kind of stuck right now.
That's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. I mean, on your part. To offer these people that, but hey, like I hope your inbox fills up with wonderful ideas that are not just from Ed.
Also, I hope everyone has a beautiful weekend.
There we go. That's
such a sweet girl.
Ed, what's your idea for Kimmy's poetry? Give it to us. You got 45 seconds.
I don't know. How do you want your ideas presented to you for poetry? I don't know how to present ideas for poetry because I don't feel like they're real writing. I feel like they're exercises.
Give her 3 words.
Poetry is writing for exercises, as an exercise. Like improv is to comedy, that's what poetry is to me.
Really burned up those 45 seconds.
Well, I mean, if I'm on a timer, that's fine. I'll stop talking. I don't give a shit. Fuck your show.
Well, I managed to have a show on Friday, and you know what? I agree with Ed. Fuck my show. Like, I did my best, and nobody liked it. So, you know what?
I love your show.
I'm just gonna pop over to the Pornhub there and just play with myself on camera for a little while.
Oh my god, you're doing the wounded duck bit, you little fucking homo. You're doing the little duck bit. The wounded duck bit with the broken arm that I talked about in the video ages ago. That's what you're doing. Oh my god, you are such a pussy.
Brought it back around. That's what you call an improv, bringing it back around.
Holy
So
shit,
I brought it back around.
What a baby little pussy whiny baby Nick is. Don't give
But-
Nick any money.
But I am honestly legit happy. I managed 3 shows this week. And
Yes,
actually
good.
this one I even had the whole kind of format thing going on. So it's
A little
baby
bit.
it's baby steps back towards normalcy, let's call it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna get there, buddy. I know you. I believe in you.
Yep, and then I'll get, and like together we can all work together so that I can get back to a place of mediocrity where even I am slightly disappointed in my best efforts. But
Yeah, buddy. I support you 100%. I'm always here for you, brother. You're my best friend in the whole world. That's a lie.
I love
But-
you 3,000, bro.
Oh my god, I love you.
Well, you're my buddy. You're my buddy. I'm your buddy. Friends forever.
Well, this has been a show. Lord Flappy Hat, thank you for spending $5 to tell Ed to shut the fuck up. That didn't work out. Sean Ma used 100 bits to tell Ed to keep talking. Look how cheap it is to get Ed to keep talking. But
Man, you ain't made $10.
man, you ain't made like $8.50. Damn.
Whatever, after tax.
I don't know what the goddamn exchange rate is. That's for customs to figure out. But well, that's been a Friday show, everyone. I'm gonna go cook a steak, and I'll see y'all on I don't know, some point Monday at the very least. Maybe tomorrow we'll show up and watch some stupid shit on the movie nights because I've downloaded.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I looked at my movie bin, my downloaded movie bin, and I'm like, wow, I went on a bender one night apparently.
You're gonna find some shit movies.
Why
Fuck you.
why do
Fuck
I
this
have
shit.
the 1994 Double Dragon movie? Why do I have that?
Why wouldn't you?
Because exactly, why wouldn't I?
You also have Disney Plus for Marvel Marathon.
They don't have Double Dragon from 1994 on Disney
Yeah,
Plus.
Tony Stark is my dad.
They just have Mandalorian and Star Wars.
I'm gonna make you all watch the Mario movie, but until then, good night, everybody, and I'll